Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo at Bird Street Studio, and I'm back to work on our envelope journal. I'm pretty excited. So far we've got our cover on, and it seems like putting the Barely Art glitter glue seems to be holding the cover on. There are a couple places that kind of came loose, but I think that when we're all done, I'll just look at them closer and make sure that they're all connected. I was just worried about the oxide, whether the glue, what glue will stick to that, the Distress Oxide. And this Barely Art glitter glue, Barely Art, not glitter glue, Barely Art Precision Craft glue seems to be sticking. If there's a place that didn't stick, it's because I didn't get it all the way to the edge. So anyways, moving forward, I'm kind of using our sample journal as an idea of, you know, how to do the pages, because that was the first one I did. So I'm just trying to flip through from the back forward. So the back, we've got our flip like this. We've got our pocket like this, and our pocket here. And then we covered this page just with a photo like this. So this page, it looks like we covered also just a photo. I like that, but I really would like to not lose the pocket. Although we could make this one our top pocket or our side pocket. So with that in mind, I have this paper, and I printed out from a different digital that I had this paper. But I think with this, I like this paper here. So if we make this a side pocket, a side opening pocket, like right here, then we need to have a picture on there. I just love this girl. I don't know what it is. Oh, maybe we could put her on there. And we could have that open on that side. I like it. So we put this, we need to cut this one down, I think. Actually, if I do that and then we cut along, yeah. I'm going to get my cutter out. And I'm going to try to cut this one just a smidge. To open it up. Perfect. And that should open it. Perfect. We love it. So, with that in mind, we want to put her here, but we want to leave a little bit of an edge. And do we want to put a thumb notch? In the side pocket in here, I don't think I put a thumb notch. And I don't think we need one. So, okay. So with that in mind, I think I want to cut her down just a smidge, and I think we'll use our ruler to tear that. All right. Well, we are going to use our ruler if we use it the right way. Okay, and I'm going to take off just about maybe somewhere in between. I'm looking at dots. I know it looks to you like I'm not moving this ruler at all, but I was lining it up. And I think that will be perfect. That should give us a little edge all the way around. So we're going to use our glue stick and our Barely Art Precision Craft glue. If we can keep it from rolling up. I need to probably get my tacky glue out. It's just that with the cold weather, these glues, some of them get liquidated and some of them get thicker. My studio has a limited amount of heat and air coming in here, so it's a little chilly. That's perfect. And then on this side, we'll use this. And so we want to trim that down to about here. Okay. And then we want this to go all the way over, so we're going to glue this down to close up. We're going to glue it to close up this area here. So we want it to be about like this. Something like that. Okay, I want to distress this edge because I have a lot of white area around here where I ripped it. I'm going to try and stay on camera. When I was editing the last video, I think my camera moved and I lost the bottom part here, so I was doing everything just barely on. So we're going to try and keep it up a little higher. I want to check and see if my camera's moving. No, not so far. So if there's something wrong, it's because Tommy's doing it wrong. Okay, so we want to put this on, but we want to, I do not want to put glue. Oh yes, I do want to put a little glue there, but I don't want to put glue here. So I'm going to do this whole thing in the Barely Art because I want it all around the edges and then just on this side. So we want it all around the edges. And then, because we're going to tip it over, we want it on this side, yes. I want to stay away from this area because if we put something in here in a pocket, I don't want that part to be glued down. Okay, I think that's right. I think I did that right. I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay. Now we want to peek in here and make sure that we are glued there, but we don't want to be glued right here. And we are. I think that worked. Okay, so that gives us a pocket here, which okay, that gives us a pocket right here. And so what I want to do is distress a little bit inside there. I could put paper in there, but I think if we just distress a little so it's not pure white, we're good. Okay, so we want to put a paper here. Just distress a little bit. Do the same on this side. Just kind of grunging up the edge a little bit. If I decide later that we should put paper in there, we can glue a sheet in there or something. But for now, I think that's fine. So now we have a side pocket. And that's the envelope right there. That's not our paper. So okay, I love it. And then let's see. I'm not going to decorate this yet. What did we do on the side pocket in here? Did we, I think we just, yeah, we just left it. Okay, perfect. So I'm not going to decorate it yet if we feel like we want to later. Oh, and when I was off camera, I made this tag. Well, or card. So that can go in there, or we could do something wider. This I would love to put in the top pocket, but I don't know. Or in a pocket like this. Yeah, because that goes in and out pretty easy. But anyways, I made this. And this was out of a cereal box, so I had to peel the front off and then put this on. And I loved it. So wanted to just show you that. I forgot that I made that off camera. Okay, so our next one is right here. And I'm thinking that I would love to put this paper on here. Keep the gold going, Tommy. I think I would like that. So we want to make it about 3 3/4, about there. So let's start at the 10. There's 3 3/4 is right about there. I haven't still figured a best place to put my glues so that I don't screw up the camera. It doesn't want to focus. So I'm thinking maybe if we do just shy of 4, how about that? And then we can cut it down. I like that idea better. Okay, and then Oh yeah, I like that. And then we want to make this about right there. And what I found was helpful is if I put this inside like this, and then use my pencil to draw right here. Okay, and then cut. Then I usually get a fairly decent edge there, so. And last time when I did this, because I know that it's going to fit exactly because that's how I cut it. So it'll fit exactly. If I want to go back a little bit, I need to cut off this side, not off this side. Hello. So I want that to go just like that. So I really want to cut just a little bit off of this side, and I'm going to make it maybe like right there. Let's see if we can possibly rip this right there. And it looks to be about, yeah, about a quarter. So let's do that. Okay. And that should fit right there. It's perfect. Okay, let's distress. Can you tell that I'm really enjoying this? I enjoyed making the first one, and I love how it turned out. So the idea of making another one, and possibly even another one, but I think I'm going to go in and look at Cheryl's digitals and see what else she has in the 4 1/4 by 11s that I don't have to cut down and deal with in like Photoshop. Right now, out on my printer, I'm printing Louisa's Color Pendium book, and I'm excited to put that together. I'm gonna have to get a new glue stick. A lot happening coming up. I am filming ahead because I am getting a lot of company. February, March, and April. So by the time you see this, because I am filming this, it is the 3rd of February, and my sister and my niece are coming on Thursday. Well, I got a message at 1 o'clock this morning that my other niece is coming with her 2 children, so my great nephew and my great niece, and my sister and her one daughter are leaving on Sunday. But Shayda, my other niece that messaged me in the morning, her and the kids are not leaving until Monday. And then towards the end of the month, my granddaughter-in-law is going to be on her spring break. What do we want to do with this here? I don't know how I want to decorate that. But this side, we want to put something. Anyways, she's on her spring break, so she's coming over because her mom lives over here and she'll visit. And also my girlfriend from Live Oak is coming down because her husband is Okay, I don't want all the girls on the right side, so we need to make this a girl. So we could do 2. That's not a big deal. I have it. I've got them. Look at this one. Ooh, I love her. I'm trying to think of what we could maybe put a short belly band here and then put something in. I don't want to disrupt her face though. I think this one might be a good one to put here. Yeah, let's do that. Anyways, so she's coming for her spring break and she's going to be here. And then my girlfriend from Live Oak, her husband is flying to New York and coming back to Orlando. So she's going to come over, spend a couple days with me, and then go to Orlando when he flies in, and then they'll drive back home. And then, what is that, February? No. Then March. What's happening in March? Maybe that's when my granddaughter's, I don't know. I can't keep track of all the days. And then in April, Kirk's daughter's coming to visit us from New Jersey. She just started, she just got a job. Her degree is in library science, and she just got a full-time job. She retired from the Navy and worked at a library and applied for an opening at another library and got the job. So she's going to be a full-time reference librarian, which is exactly what she wanted, which is nice. So anyways, she's going to come down for a few days. I think it's a weekend. He asked me if something was going on because I only have one guest room here, so I can't have overlapping company. But that's in April. April's coming in April, which is really nice. Anyways, she, I made her, and I think I showed it in one of my videos, I made her, she sent me a cover of her little journal, and I made additional inserts for it. And anyways, and then she let me know that she had put a pocket in it, and it was so cool. And so now she's got a room and she's making journals and, you know, an ephemera and stuff for journals. It's so cool. So I'm excited that she's coming down. And she can visit with her dad for a short time, but then I'm going to claim her for the rest of the time, I think. Anyways, I'm going to try just using the glue stick and see if that comes up. Pretty nice. Let's see. So we've got a girl. We want a girl on this side as well. And I'm thinking that we could make her a bottom pocket. I don't know. Oh, that would be nice. Make her a bottom pocket like right there. I don't know. What do you think? I hate to cut them off though. Look at her. She's like aching to be a pocket. Let's see. I don't want to cut them off though, so I'm not sure. I just think she's so pretty the way she is. So what do we have on this side? We have a pocket here. We need, I can do that further up, I think. Let's just make her another pocket. I think she'll fit there perfect. How far in does it go? It goes into about there. And if we pull her out, I think that might work. Or this one, she's sitting in far enough where if we cut like this, I don't think that will affect her. So let's do that. Okay, so with that, we're good this way. We just have to slide her in. And then trace her. I know, is this not the coolest idea? Like, just trace her. And we can cut that off and it just lines right up. It took me a couple times to figure that out though. But pretty cool. And especially like all the envelopes aren't the same, exactly the same. Not sure why. They must go through a machine of some sort. I don't know. So I'm not sure why they're not the same, but they're not. Okay, we want this to go up here. A little space. Yep. And we need her about, yep, about the same, right about 1/4 of an inch off here. Take her down to about there. Give or take. That's why if you have this size papers, oh my gosh, how easy is this to fill these pages? It's pretty cool. Okay. Okay, I gotta go get a new glue stick because that one's about done. Okay. We need to make a top pocket. So we could make, let's see, there's that. There's one in between. There's another in between. I want to use a solid piece here. We could use another piece of the gold, or we could collage this page. And then this one over here. I'm not liking that too much. We want to add some more. Okay, let's see. Let's do this. Do this. So I'm just trying to, I'm going to collage this page. So I think I'm going to just can't use that because it's not the right size. So I want to use alternating colors of some sort. There. And then let's just fold this in half. So we've got kind of a dark, then we have a lighter, and then we can have another dark, and then we can have another lighter. I like that. Not the right size. Then we would have another dark down here. I think that'd be good, and we can use up that paper. I think that's a good idea. Do we want it that way or do we want it this way? I think I want it this way because I like this orangey color. Okay, I think we got it. So I'm going to move this over because I want to cut this the same size as these. Or not cut, tear. Okay. That'll work. But I want to distress any white edges. Okay, and we're going to just use our glue stick. And I'm going to save, you know, I saved this because I'll dig that out. And we'll use the new one. And I'm wondering if I want that. Go like this, go like this, go like that, go like that, go like that. I think so. Change it up a little bit than what I originally thought, but it's fine. I'm gonna have to work down to the middle because I'm not exactly sure how it's gonna fit on there. That. And hopefully that will just overlap those. Perfect. Okay, then on this side, we want a goyle. Okay. can't have her because it would cut into her. But we can have her, and I've already cut her, so I think that will work. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. I don't know how many videos this is going to take, but these go so fast. I actually made the sample one. I made it in a day, like an afternoon, and then the next night I sat down for a couple hours and made the ephemera and that kind of stuff. So, but if you figure continuous work time, when I say an afternoon, I mean I sat in here in the studio for a while working on it. So I don't know how many hours that was. And if we try to limit our videos to about an hour, I don't know how many we'll get. But I don't know, it's going pretty fast. Don't you love it? Okay. And I think that one of these is going to have to be our top pocket. I think maybe this one right here will be our top pocket, where we put something down in through the top. Or maybe this one. Where's our half? So it goes 1, 2 and a half. So if we go 1, 2 and the top. So I'm going to put a paper clip on there so I know that that's going to be our top. Now, you'll have to remind me why I put that paper clip on there. Okay, we're working forward. I want to put something on this page, but I don't know what. I just do not know what. I think we might want to make a collage of some sort. We could make a tall belly or a horizontal belly band, but wide. So let me find a piece of, I have a piece of this that we could use. I think that would work. And we want to cut it straighter though, Tommy, like right across here. And how wide do we need to make it? Maybe and then straight up there. We make it like, oh, that's not wide enough. Gosh, Tommy, what are you thinking? I mean, that's like way too narrow. Okay, first of all, let's cut this straight because it's not straight. We cut right up here. Okay. Then, okay, we want it to go to, I'm going to make it wide, so we're going to make it about like that. And then we want to just take a little tiny bit off the edge. So I'm thinking just a little tiny bit right here. Perfect. Okay. Take our boo-boo one and move that. Okay. And then we could put this one doesn't have a peacock here, so I'm thinking I could cut her down. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that I could cut her down. So she could be cut down to about there. Okay, we like it. We like it. And then, I love this paper. What I like are these dots. So let's go there, there. Yep. Go there. Keep those because I'll use them, I'm sure. I'm thinking maybe she could go there. Oh, I like that. We like it, but we need something else. We're good. We just need something else. So let's see what we have. Louisa Heinzel has these license plates, but she's got them in turquoise. Look. And she has blue. Look at that. Or we have the turquoise, which would be kind of cool. I don't know, I'm really kind of liking the blue though. Isn't that something else? We have a long blue one. There's a 45, that's a 37. 45 means nothing to me, but it does to Louisa, I think. There's a 6. I don't know. Nope, I like this one. So that's what we're going to go with. I don't know what it means to Louisa, but I like it. So then we pull out down our standbys, which I have to print more of. Pull down our standbys, and guess what we have? This color that would bring in, oops, whoops. Oh, there we go. Or I think I like that. Okay, it is. Do we want 3 cents? Is that what we want? I think I'm going to do that. See, that's what takes the longest for me, is stuff like that. Just trying to pick stuff out. Okay, so we want to move this over kind of like this. We want to distress the edges of this. Okay. And then we want to put this down here. Oh, let's distress it. Put those there. I want to hold her over so I can see where I want to put this. Maybe close to the edge here, like that. And we will distress her. I think I want to just rip this edge a little bit. So it's just not a perfect edge. Yeah, making decisions about what to put on something, that's the problem with having a lot of really cool elements, is it makes the decision-making process harder for me. Okay, and then we want to put this here, this up at top. We want this behind it, right? Yeah, so we're going to use our Barely Art up here at the top. Put that right there. We'll put this on top. Like this. Yeah. And then this one I can put right there. Perfect. Get back up on screen, Tommy. It's really hard for me to lean forward, and I think I want it right there. Yep, I love it. And then we will make this a belly band. So we're going to use our Barely, because this is cardstock, we're going to use this and make thin sides and put it right in the, whoa, right in the center of this here. Uh-oh, we got something coming up here. And then that would be perfect place for a tall, skinny card, wouldn't it? We could put her right in there, right? I'm not going to put her in now because I need this glue to dry, but that's what we need, is a tall, skinny card for in there, I think. Beautiful. Okay, let's see where we're at. Okay, we're getting along there. I love that. Okay, this side, okay, we just need to cover. So we just need to find a girl to put on there. I'm really liking this girl here a lot. A lot. I like her a lot. Okay, so we just need to trim her down a little bit. And I don't want to take it off that side because I don't want to come too close to that feather. So we're going to take about 1/4 of an inch off of this side. And that will be perfect. But I'm thinking what I might want to do, I might want to emboss her. So let's see what we can do with that. I need to get a stamp. I have this text stamp. And we have a Versamark, and let's use gold. Okay. Let's see what we can make with this. Well, let me get my Versamark down. Okay. Okay. And then, this ink's pretty old. Yep, it's on there. I better try that first and see if that's what we want to do, if I want to do more or not. Oh, I kind of like that. Okay, I'm going to move this because I want to heat it up. Okay, let's see what we got. Gosh, I absolutely love it. See if you can see. Look at that. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to do a little bit more on her because I just love it. I love her. Can you see all that beautiful gold? Oh, I just love her. Okay, we're gonna get her on the page, and then I think I'm gonna clean up after. I'm not gonna clean up now. We want to get her on the page, and so we can call this a video, right? Clean up later, Tommy. Okay, we want her to go right there. Okay, but I need to distress her first. Because we've got a lot of white right down here. Oh, I think that's my favorite page so far. She's so pretty. In this journal, most of the things to write on will be inside pockets and that, because there's a lot of pockets in an envelope journal, which is perfect. But, you know, you can always journal things that you like. Man, I think I want to add more of this. Anyways, I'm going to call this a video, people. I thank you so much for your patience while I pick stuff out, which takes up half the video. Thank you to my subscribers, past, present, and future. I really appreciate you guys so much. Let's do a real quick flip here of what we have so far. Read it Donnelly flips, little pocket. Ooh, nice page. We can do something here. We've got our open pocket there, a pocket here. We can decorate this page. Pocket here. Pocket here, a belly band here, and our beautiful page here. So thank you so much for watching, and we will pick up in part 3. See you in the next video, everybody. Bye-bye.